over the past 10 days or so. You must be thrilled with that.
Yeah, I think I'm 13 days in, aren't I? Maybe I'm not even that. I don't know, 4 games in after just a short space of time. And I think you can see the improvement in the lads, what they want to do, how they want to do it. I thought we were, much the better side in the first half. Thought we should have been at least 1-0 up going into the break. Wasn't to be, but I told the lads you've got to keep, digging in. Got to keep them clean sheets. If we get a clean sheet, we'll get another opportunity. Just said to Nick there, 2 fantastic saves, which you need. You're going to need when you're in these battles, and I think then you get your reward at the end because of the quality and the effort they put in, the resilience. I've got lads who are playing, who are on borrowed minutes really, but they're digging in, and they want to do it, and they're all together, and it's just so pleasing that I haven't had to bring someone off for an injury today. I must admit, but listen, fantastic effort. Lads got a couple of days off now, well-earned rest. Me too. Yeah. So hopefully I'll get a bit of sleep and get refreshed and ready for Barnsley next week.
It's just 1 goal now conceded in 3 games, Kevin. So you're tidying up nicely at the back.
Yeah, I think that was majorly important. Coming into the club, we were conceding, and obviously in my first game too, I thought we were a bit too loose at the back, but I think the lads have responded well to the out of possession stuff. What I expect our principles going forward and what will be, and I think they've took to it, and you see it there. Blocks getting in front of people. Even their big centre half coming. If they win the first, we're winning the seconds. Because they're going to have that at times. The people are going to get desperate. And he won 4 or 5 good headers, but our lads were there for blocks and put clearances and good clearances too into good areas. I was really pleased with how he reacted to that, and I was half expecting. We were talking about maybe we had the lads in the back of my head saying, just behind me going, shall we put Liam back in and just man mark? And I was like, no, I think we're going to get another. So I started getting carried away, looking back at it now, and when we see it back, probably we want to look at the game. It might be something what we do in the future, but I just, I can't. I'm so proud of the boys how they've reacted to me and what they've done, and proud of the staff because, they've took everything what I've threw at them, and they've been brilliant for me. So they've helped me massively to get to where we are now. And I think when you think 4 points over the last games, 5 points over the last 3 games from where we were, I just told the lads now, we can enjoy this today, but we start looking forward to Barnsley now because another home game. It's a home game for us, which we want to win, and we want another clean sheet, and we want to keep going like that now from now to the end of the season and start looking up. Something I spoke about when I first joined the club. I want to look up, and I don't want to be looking down or behind us. So, yeah, that's the mentality I want to bring.
And the response you've got from the players, Kevin, I asked you this on Wednesday, and about you're learning about those players all the time. I mean, you must be thrilled with the character of the squad, the workload that they've got through, and certain players having to play pretty much every game, 4 games in every minute of every game in 10 days, and to still have that level we saw today must be absolutely brilliant for you.
Yeah, it was great. Chairman and the board, they worked really hard to bring in Liam, but Liam hasn't had the minutes what he would have probably liked or at the pre-season. So again, you could see that he was a bit short of the 90 minutes and going, but he dug in and he was brilliant. I had Liam McCarran, who's got his ankles bloom, but he was willing to put himself on the bench to make sure that if I needed him, he was there. AK was, he was struggling with hamstring. Jordan Willis just come back. Only played 70 minutes and then just done a 90, but looks absolutely fantastic in the middle of that, in that central defence. Adam McGowan, he's just been thrust right back into games and not really, I can go on, and Sam Hoskins, let's talk about him. 400 games, what a feat that is. It's brilliant, and then to score on it was magnificent. I'm delighted for him. We'll just give him a little ripple in there as well, a little well done and everything else. So yeah, it's a fantastic day all round, and I've learnt a lot about them over the last 2 weeks. And like I said, now it's time to give them a couple of days off, give them a break, give them some time with the family, give me a little time to reset and start looking at what I want to start bringing in and what I want to do in terms of our mentality, changing mentality, and basically putting our principles into place with and without. Well, I think without the ball, certainly you can see that there's certain improvements there. We can get better, don't get me wrong, but I want to start putting principles in when we've got the ball as well.
you talked about a good reaction from the players, a good reaction from the fans as well at the end, Kevin. You went down to the away end and you enjoyed that moment, I'm sure, as much as the fans did. It was
I got sucked in really. Look, it was more for the fans than for me. Look, as I said, I'm delighted for them. I mean, I've been, and I don't mean this any badness. I've been so surprised by how well we're supported and the way they've been behind us ever since they've come in. I know that's easy to say, but they've been brilliant, and the response I've certainly got from, my boy telling me, because I'm not on any what they call formats or social media formats, or what my boy tells me and what my brother shows me. So, and the response I've got from there is fantastic. So I thank them for the support. The boys need them, we need them, and we're delighted that they're going home today, in a great mood. You heard them still singing as they're walking out, and that's what we want to do. We want to give them special days, and today's a really good day, and it puts us further away from where we want to be and gets us closer to where we're going to be.
Just outside of today, Kevin, obviously you know John Guthrie in the lineup, and we were hoping for the best with that knee injury. What can you tell us at this point?
Yeah, absolutely gutted, because I was very hopeful that John was going to be okay, and it was, we sort of thought that it might just be a little tweak, but unfortunately we're not going to be with him for the rest of the season. So it's unfortunate, but the skip's still got a lot to offer us. He's brilliant in and around the lads, and he's obviously hurting at the moment because his season's over, but we'll do everything to support him in that, and to get him back to full fitness, as well as him contributing on us, getting to where we want to be off the field as well, and him driving that and driving them standards, because he's been brilliant. So that's something I'll be speaking to him about in the coming weeks, but we're going to give him a bit of time off, I think, and let him have his op and stuff like that. But I'll be speaking to John after the game. Well, today.
I'm sorry, Kevin. He's obviously a highly respected figure at 6 foot, John Guthrie. What kind of role do you foresee him fulfilling once he's got over the arm? I think certainly, I want him in and around the lads, and whether we can send him to games and stuff like that. Once his knee settles down and he can get and move about, we'll get him going to games, watching games for us, watching opposition, all that type of stuff, which will help him, just to sort of keep him in the game, and also him being that sort of motivated in and around the training ground. That's always important, and that positive energy, and we want to bring positive energy, and want our lads to bring positive energy through him to keep him going. So look, he's got a long road ahead, but we're all behind him and we're all with him. So it's something we'll do.
Absolutely. And just finally, Kevin, you mentioned it already. Well-deserved couple of days off for you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously being up and down the motorway. Didn't get to spend the Christmas and New Year what I had planned because of obviously taking the job, but listen, I wouldn't have changed it for anything. I've enjoyed it. It's been brilliant. We've had a hectic, lads have been in every day, and so well-earned break for them. Give the bodies time to recover and relax a bit, and then back to work early on next week, and ready for Barnes next Saturday.
Well done today.